Netflix has a reputation when it comes to its fantasy TV shows, as they often have premature endings, and Warrior Nun is no exception. In general, many fantasy series conclude before they can see their original plans through. They are frequently cancelled after viewership doesn't justify the genre's hefty budget requirements. And when it comes to the category, Netflix has quite a few disappointing cancellations under its belt, from Shadow and Bone to Cows. The streamer also cancelled Warrior Nun after Season 2, despite it scoring 100% on Rotten Tomatoes and setting the stage for more adventures in the future. Centered on an organization of nuns who hunt and kill demons, the show's premise was one of the most unique Netflix had to offer. Warrior Nun's cancellation spurred a fan campaign to save the series, and although it resulted in an announcement that movies would be made, there have been limited updates. I'm not sure Warrior Nun will ever get the ending it deserves, but I won't stop recommending it, as it's worth watching anyway. I'll never stop recommending Warrior Nun even though Netflix cancelled it too soon. The series had so much potential. There are so many reasons to love Warrior Nun, and it's still shocking to me that it never became a bigger phenomenon. The first season got attention when it debuted in 2020, but considering its action-packed story, complex cast of female characters, and great production quality, it should be on far more fantasy lovers' radars. The lore within the series has so much potential, and it could easily have continued for several more seasons. It's a shame Netflix cancelled it too soon, but its first 2 seasons stand well enough on their own for viewers to give them a try, and with nothing else feeling quite like Warrior Nun, I'll continue recommending it, even if it's a show that got cancelled on something of a cliffhanger. It's an ideal watch for fans of supernatural fantasy, and it's an empowering addition to the genre for women. The narrative is also twisty and entertaining, cementing it as one of Netflix's most underrated original series. Warrior Nun deserved a better ending, but it's worth watching anyway. The Season 2 finale still sort of works as a conclusion. Alba Baptista as Ava and Christina Tontieri-Young as Beatrice in Warrior Nun Season 2 finale. Warrior Nun's ending makes it possible to continue recommending it, despite its cancellation, as it leaves a lot of questions on the table, but it could technically be where the story comes to a halt. The Season 2 finale is an emotional and action-packed installment, and it sees Ava making a sacrifice worthy of a series conclusion. Not only does the final episode highlight how far she and the other characters have come, but it teases what's next for many of them without giving too much away. Yet of course, it would have been more satisfying to see what happened after Ava's big decision, and to see her and Beatrice get a more concrete, happier ending. With the number of questions left open, the Season 2 finale does feel like a cliffhanger in many ways. There are characters and subplots that feel like they need expanding, but the season's main story gets enough resolution that it's not totally frustrating. With that in mind, Warrior Nun is still worth picking up. Viewers just need to go into it realizing it will be a shorter journey that may leave them wanting.